course, we celebrate love every day, but today is extra special because it is Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. Good morning. This is Mervyn Henley at THG News Today. The news, of course, is powered by Carl & Sons on St. Martin. Let us hear from Carl & Sons with 2 locations on the island, Pond Hill and in Coal Bay. We'll be right back with the news on this Valentine's Day.
Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Martin for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are 2 locations, Coal Bay and on the Pondville. In Coal Bay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Pondville, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Coal Bay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you.
Just before I get into the news out of St. Kitts, remember folks, for those of you who have not already, I'm asking you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's right there, that's the sound. Just subscribe so you don't miss any news, information, or breaking news. Lately, there has been a lot of breaking news, so you must be logged on to THG Network, THG News Today. Now let's get to the news. We begin with news out of St. Kitts. The Ministry of Health, they're saying that more people should get screened for HIV/AIDS, as the number of people with the disease has topped 200. And this is according to a report from WinFM News. On December 1st, 2022, Minister of Health Dr. Terence Drew informed the public that 213, that's 213 individuals, were living with HIV/AIDS in St. Kitts and Nevis. However, since then, there has been an increase of 24, so that's just in about a year and a half, bringing the total to 237. During WinFM's The Voices program on Monday, February 12th, officials from the National AIDS Secretariat shared the realities of HIV/AIDS in the Federation. Only 4,000 persons were screened for HIV/AIDS in 2023, which was described as not enough by Dr. Matthias, National AIDS Program Coordinator in the Ministry of Health. Alarmingly, more women are being found positive, but that is due to frequent testing. Meanwhile, the AIDS Secretariat confirmed that individuals diagnosed with the virus have been getting younger. So the young people out there, let me read that again for you. The AIDS Secretariat confirmed that individuals diagnosed with the virus have been getting younger, which has prompted the Secretariat to push their education campaign. There will be an ongoing campaign to educate the populace on the importance of getting tested. So I'll use this platform to join the Secretariat and the Ministry of Health in encouraging you who are listening to volunteer yourselves, go and get tested. So you prefer not to know and affect those around you, or do you prefer to know and protect those around you and yourself? Yeah? Now, we have another story out of St. Kitts that broke yesterday morning, and some of you would have gotten this information already, but for the benefit of those who have not heard the story, especially across the Caribbean, a couple of days ago, we reported that young children, toddlers, a 4-year-old and a 6-month-old baby, were found in a home deceased. And of course, we were just waiting for an official police report because this was shocking and devastating, not only to the families of the deceased, but also to the nation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Well, yesterday we heard from the police in an official report, and the police have charged 35-year-old Colander Caines of Upper Monkey Hill, St. Peter, St. Kitts, with 2 counts of murder for the deaths of 4-year-old Calaysia Caines and a 6-month-old Kevon Caines, both also of Upper Monkey Hill. This person charged is the mother of these 2 precious children. The criminal acts were committed between February 8th and 9th. Miss Caines was charged on February 12th at the Bastia police station. This is rough. This is sad. I don't know. But the mother has been arrested and charged. And I'm sure we'll hear more about this case, and eventually we will find out the cause of death. But I'm sure we'll hear more about this in the coming weeks and months on what happened, why did it happen, and all of that. But I just know that it is just a terrible and sad situation all around. And finally, in our news this morning, last night I informed those of you who follow THG. This is like a movie there in the Miami. The BVI's premier, the Honorable Andrew Fahie, former premier, that is, of the BVI. He was found guilty last week, and he was sent back to prison awaiting sentencing, which would have been April 29th. We don't know what's going to happen because 2 jurors in the drug conspiracy trial of former Virgin Islands Premier Andrew Fahie said they changed their minds minutes after delivering a guilty verdict, plunging the case into uncharted legal territory. Last Thursday, all 12 jurors sitting in the courtroom voted unanimously to convict Mr. Fahie of all 4 charges against him: conspiracy to import more than 5 kilos of cocaine, conspiracy to engage in money laundering, attempted money laundering, and foreign travel in aid of racketeering. And more than 4 hours of jury deliberations, Judge Kathleen Williams read the jury's verdict at 5:41 p.m. Then she polled the jurors individually, and each confirmed that they had voted for the verdict. However, in the hearing held Monday morning, Judge Williams revealed that 2 jurors had contacted her shortly after the verdict to say that they didn't agree with the verdict after all. The judge is now considering whether she has the authority to bring back the jurors and poll them again, considering that the case has been discharged. I've looked at all the other cases. This is the judge now speaking. And unsurprisingly, there is none with this exact scenario. The judge was quoted as saying, "I have extremely limited avenues to explore." She ordered the prosecution and Mr. Fahie's defense, led by attorney Theresa Van Vliet, to file motions by Thursday with their suggestions on how to address the issue. The judge's option could include letting the guilty verdicts stand or declaring a mistrial. Securing a conviction typically requires a unanimous jury. Meanwhile, Mr. Fahie remains in custody in a Miami prison because obviously his bail was revoked, and so he awaits sentencing on April 29th. Now, what I did not mention was that a member of the jury, she did not only contact the judge while she was in the building. She called the office of Mr. Fahie's attorney. She left a voicemail to state that she did not agree with the verdict. The attorney mentioned all this in court on Monday, and the attorney said she did not listen to the voice note because they may need it as evidence. So the judge gave instructions that both the attorney and the prosecutors, that they listen to the voicemail, and then they should come back and give their thoughts on what they heard and the way forward. So this is like a movie taking place right before our eyes. And according to the judge, this has not happened anywhere. She has not seen it anywhere. Of course, I also broke to you that a prophet, Marlon Fire, I think his name is, he prophesied on Sunday that within 24 hours that the angels of the Lord will shake the prison cell, will shake the doors and the locks of the prison cell of Andrew Fahie. He said there will be big breaking news because something will happen. And then on Monday, we got the news that Andrew Fahie, 2 jurors They said, no, we don't agree with what, what they claim or what they reported as unanimous. So we will see how this goes. And they have until Thursday, so I'm sure we'll have a report for you. If not on Thursday, Friday, or Monday, God spare, regarding the latest in the trial of former Premier of the BVI, Andrew Fahie. And that is our news for this morning. I know that you got to get yourselves to work and all of that. And those of you who are at work, you tend to listen to THG News Today while you're at work. I appreciate you and thank you so much for your support. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Yeah, and remember, happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. Have a good day.